welcome to yet another edition of the Full Force News Burst, brought to you by GeneralsJoes Reborn.com, with me as your host, Chris Massive Stunt McLeod, aka Diagnostic 80. I don't have to beat that out, thankfully. Joining me today to talk about the behind-the-scenes footage from the Snake Eyes stunt team is Justin, I can do all of that really easy, Bell. So without further ado, let's get stuck into this news burst. A few days ago, Keanu Lamb, one of the amazing stunt team crew for the Snake Eyes movie, posted a superb video of behind-the-scenes action fight sequences showcasing the team individually performing breathtaking stunts and amazing gymnastic agility. It has been discussed that Lamb might be the stunt double for Andrew Koji, who will be Storm Shadow in this iteration of the franchise. Filming has moved from Vancouver to Japan recently, and it also looks as though they have chosen two castles, Himeji and Kishiwada, as filming locations for specific scenes. Fans have speculated that Himeji could be the Arashikage Temple, but nothing official has been confirmed as yet. Justin, firstly, how amazing was that stunt video, and how excited does it make you for the movie?
Oh my goodness, it was incredible. It was really awesome.
So
the
good,
choreography,
isn't it?
and it was fantastic. If that is really what we're going to see in Snake Eyes, they're going totally balls to the walls, kind of traditional old school martial arts.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous. I really liked it.
If the cast wasn't already a big hint as to what this movie is going to be like, I think that just cemented it for me. I'm happy with a all-out ridiculous action film,
definitely,
because that has worked for so many different independent films and so many different major films actually. We discussed it in the past, but The Raid was one of those ones that is just non-stop fight scene, but at the same time it's just so you're immersed in it somehow. You're drawn in, aren't you? And I think this is, if they could do something along the same lines, I don't mind if it's going to be all-out action if it looks like that.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, clearly they're angling that direction. The fact that they've spent all this time kind of I don't know how to say that word. There you go. That's the one. Yeah. I'm an author and I can write. I just can't speak.
You just can't say the words. Yeah. you get me to do the audio descriptions and you do the, I get it.
It looks fantastic. Yeah, they're going all out, very much a Raid style sort of thing. And I guess we should have probably been clued in by some of the actors they had chosen to play some of the roles. But
exactly, yeah.
It was really amazing looking stuff. It's been a long time since I've seen really sort of a true in the guts martial arts film in that vein. A lot of the stuff these days is gun porn, kind of John Wick sort of stuff, where there is some of that stuff. There's a lot of shooting and stuff like that mixed in, but true, hand-to-hand combat, kicking martial arts sort of stuff it doesn't seem to be as much in vogue these days, and I'm really excited to see it. I'm absolutely loving it.
Something that's quite funny that this is probably just it tells you more about me as a person than anything else, but when I saw the video, you touch on it to see how long it's going to be, and I saw it's quite a lengthy video, it's 7 or 8 minutes, it might even be longer than that, and I clicked on it and thought, can I be bothered to watch all of this right now? And as soon as it started, I didn't even realise. And when it finished, I was like, what? That was amazing. Yeah. So, I think just a little behind-the-scenes snippet like that, and I'm kind of, I'm on board. I can't wait to see what happens. We've had...
Absolutely.
We had a few comments about people saying, we'll see 2 minutes of this or whatever. And I'm not sure. I think it's going to be very action-packed like that. I have a feeling that's the direction they're going to go.
It seems to be that way, yeah. I don't think we're going to see 2 minutes of it. I think we're going to see... I think it's going to be sprinkled in throughout the length of the film, I would imagine. Just going by the actors they've chosen and sort of the stunt coordinators they've chosen, it's obvious they're really gearing in that direction. And I think, why enlist in all this? They've got an 8-minute clip with all this different stunt footage. So already I'm sure it's going to be used in more than just a little few minute snippet. I think it's going to be sprinkled throughout the film, and I couldn't be more excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Really does kind of build my excitement up for the film, this. And then also the news that they're scouting a couple of castles not scouting, they've actually chosen those locations now for shooting in Japan, which is where they've shifted. They've left Vancouver now, that's all finished, and they're moving into Japan. So that, you get into the meat now of some of the, I imagine some of the, or the majority of the footage that we're going to see from this film. I mean, we don't know how it's going to be laid out as a film yet, but it would appear that Japan is going to play a pretty significant major role in this. The Arashikage Temple, for example, I mean, still on course, still on schedule for October, which is mind-blowing, isn't it?
Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, they've come a long way in a short amount of time.
I really hope we get a very good film out of this, because even though they are on schedule, I feel like it's still a rush to kind of get this stuff done, and I'm just really concerned about that still. But I mean, what do you think about those locations? Sexy enough for you for the Arashikage Temple?
Oh, they look amazing.
Yeah,
they really do look amazing. And I've been trying not to get my hopes up too much, as we've seen different details sort of emerge, but I really can't help it looking at some of that stunt footage, and then like you said, these awesome Japanese locales. It's shaping up to be something very, very cool.
Something I just want to finish on here is in relation to the castles. It's one of those things that the Arashikage Temple as a thing has always been different. In every time I've seen the Arashikage Temple in the comics, it looked slightly different, and you didn't really see it all the time in the comics. It was always on interiors, and maybe you could see it a little bit as Storm Shadow was escaping, and maybe you could see it when Zartan was sitting outside it for all those hours in order to get in with the sword maker. I forget his name. Onahashi.
Yep. Onahashi, yeah.
So in the comics, sporadic viewings, right?
Right.
In all the different iterations, it's looked different. It's been in mountains. It's been in like valleys. It's been just, as you kind of expect those Himalayan kind of ones to look. It doesn't really have, I mean, it's never really had, there's never really been one, this is what the Arashikage Temple looks like, has there?
No, not really. And it's been, like you said, different things to different people. And besides like the classic sort of, that wooden post scene where, the Harbor Master's kind of disguising himself behind the sheet or whatever, and the arrow comes shooting through the post, and that sort of iconic scene. Beyond that, there really hasn't been the wall, outside where Storm Shadow shoots the arrow and hits the squirrel through the wall or whatever the ear that sees or whatever. Beyond those little details, there really isn't kind of an overall sort of this is what the temple looks like, and that's kind of nice in a way, because you can leave it up to the individual creators to kind of go with their gut and do their own thing. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing so far, if that is what this is. I really like the Arashikage Temple in Retaliation, in actual fact. I thought that was very cool.
Beautiful in the mountains. In fact, that scene is just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, or was it the Arashikage Temple, or was it the Red Ninja base? I can't even...
It wasn't quite the Arashikage Temple, but it was kind of their version of it.
Yeah, so I guess we have seen the Arashikage Temple in the films, because obviously we've seen the flashbacks.
Right.
And that looks a lot different. That looks like it's more a little village than it is a temple. So, I'm interested to see where they go with it, how they do it. I imagine these castles will probably be used for interiors and exteriors, both of them probably for the same reasons. Possibly one is the Arashikage Temple and one is the Kuriyami Temple, which is the rival gang. So that's probably what's happening there.
Yep. For sure.
We don't have official word yet. This is all just speculation, as we love to do. But Justin, thank you so much for jumping on and chatting about amazing stunt videos.
Yeah, absolutely, my pleasure.
Really looking forward to this now. I can't wait.
Oh man, it's getting better with everything we see.
It's only got like under a year to go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, right around the corner.
Anyway, have a lovely Christmas if I don't speak to you beforehand, buddy.
You too.
And that's it. That's it for... Well, yeah, thank you. I will try. That's it for this instalment of the Full Force News Burst. Thank you to my awesome co-host, Justin Bell. See you next time. And as always, full force. Make sure you get involved with the discussion by liking, sharing and commenting on these videos, and as always you can keep up with the show after listening by following on Twitter @TheFullForce, liking the Facebook page facebook.com/TheFullForce, and if you would like to contact the show you can message us on either of those platforms with feedback or questions. We have also started a Patreon page, so if you want to see your name up in lights on these videos or enjoy exclusive bonus content, then check out patreon.com/TheFullForce podcast, or click the link on any of the posts this podcast appears in. Full Force.